All right, what's up, y'all? This is Nate from Vantage VA. Welcome back to the channel. So we're gonna jump into this Billboard's 50 greatest rappers of all time list. I just want to put my 2 cents in. You know, I want to keep the conversation going. You know, everybody loves a good hip hop debate, so that's what we finna get into. So let's get it started. I seen parts of the list. I don't know the whole list entirely, but I seen, like, you know, Nas, Jay-Z, Kendrick, and Eminem and all of them in the top 10. I just don't remember everybody's placing, so that's just a preface. So we gonna hop into the list. Let's get it. All right, so number 50, they got Rick Ross. Okay, not mad at that. Run DMC. Okay, not mad at that's probably controversial. You know, he might supposed to be a lot higher, just for, you know, what Run DMC did for hip hop in the 80s, you know, so that's kind of crazy. Melly Mel, one of the old schools. Is that the one that, yeah, that's the one. Was Rappers Delight the first hip hop song, or was it The Message? MC Light, okay. Kiss at 46. Okay. All right, I guess that's a little bit. Ice-T, 45. Above Kiss, okay. 6 in the morning, okay, I feel you. Queen Latifah at 44. Bun B at 43. All these people better than Jadakiss? Redman at 42. Reggie Noble at 42. Redman and Kiss should be higher. Redman and Kiss should definitely be higher. E40, respect. E40, shout out to Bay, respect. Dr. Dre. If Dr. Dre's up here at 40, Kanye gotta be like top 20, top 15. Then we got Ludacris at 39. Okay, respect. I don't think Luda don't get his credit, bro. Luda don't get enough credit, man. He with him and Nelly, what they did in the early 2000s for hip hop, bro. Along with Eminem, Ja Rule, like, yo, what they did for early 2000s hip hop, man, is legendary, bro. We got Gucci at 38. I'm not putting Gucci over Luda. I don't know. Nah. Never mind. You got to. Common at 37. I'm upset. I personally think Common's a top 12, somewhere in there. Top 12, top 10, somewhere in there. Conversation. Like, his discography speaks for itself. Like, it's super consistent, bro. Like, it, man, I don't like it, bro. Most Def at 36. It must be due to, like, the lack of material, I guess. Especially, like, in the past, you know, even though they just did the Black Star album, but, like, you know, he's not really super duper active. I feel like he might be getting back into it. You know, they did the Black Star album last year. He did a verse for Jid, I think, and he did a verse for Westside Gunn. Yeah. So I don't know. 35, we got Future. Future definitely deserves to be on the list. Definitely deserves. I'm glad to see Future on the list. Chuck D, Public Enemy, yeah, respect. Busta Rhymes. So Busta, I can't actually really say anything about for real, because I haven't listened to a lot of Busta Rhymes. And, like, Busta's on my list of rappers that I need to get, or just artists in general that I need to get to, and I'm excited to get to. So I gotta get the Busta. But I hear nothing but good things about Busta. I got a homeboy, Busta Rhymes, his favorite rapper. So I don't know, man. I can't really call it on Busta Rhymes. I know the scenario verse. I know the Pastor Cavasier's and all of those other ones, but I can't really speak for it, be honest. Tip, okay. I fuck with it. I fuck with it. I can't think of 31 niggas better than Tip. I ain't gonna lie to you. This 30 range, I feel like that's where Jadakiss, that's where Common, or no, Common should be higher, but that's where Jadakiss is supposed to come in. This is where Redman's supposed to come in. So maybe 15 to 30, they should be somewhere in that area, not back in the 40s and, you know, where they had them. That's crazy. So I feel like T.I. should be higher, but I'm glad to see his inclusion on the list. Let's go. Lil Kim. Okay, I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that. So if Lil Kim is up here, that means Nicki got to be up here. Lauryn Hill. Okay, Lauryn Hill. Okay, Lauryn Hill. I respect it. I expect her to be in that range, just because of like the music that she has put out is amazing. Even like from singing to the rapping, everything is amazing. It's not enough. It just wasn't enough music. Like you got the Fugees, then you got the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, and then you got her MTV Unplugged. But that's about all. She did a verse for Nas on King's Disease 2 last year or the year before, I can't remember. But so maybe she's, you know what I'm saying, maybe she's getting to that mood, maybe she's, you know what I'm saying, getting back outside. You see, Missy gotta be hot. Missy has to be high too. If we got Kim and we got Lauryn Hill, Missy gotta be 20s, teens or something like that. Push gotta be higher. Push gotta be higher. Push top 15, bro. From his solo work to his work with the Clips, Push is top 15, bro. Come on, bro. Push is top 15. Easily top 15. These niggas crazy. Black Thought, respect. I respect it. A lot of niggas you can't name too many niggas that can out rap Black Thought. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, alright. I don't know if he should be higher or he's perfectly where he's at. I'm fine. I ain't gonna say he should be further up on the list, like as far as like 40s, 50s range. I'm not gonna say that. And I ain't gonna argue with a nigga who say he top 15, top 10 either. So, you know, it is what it is. I get it. Q-Tip, I wouldn't put Q-Tip over Black Thought, but that, you know, okay. All right. I respect. Shout out to Tribe. Big Pun. I ain't gonna lie. Putting Big Pun over Jadakiss, over Redman, over T.I. is crazy, bro. It's crazy, bro. I get it, bro. Capital Punishment. I get it. Classic album. I get it. He's super crazy bar spitter. I get it. Bro, at what point does longevity play into like somebody's GOAT status, bro? Like, unfortunately, he was only alive for one album, bro. Same thing with Big L. Same thing with Big. At what point does longevity play in the have something to do with it? Like, that's crazy. Like, yo, Jadakiss's last album was literally one of his best albums that he's ever made, bro. Like, oh, come on, son. Like, what T.I. did in the early 2000s, bro. Come on, bro. Respect. Shout out to Big Pun. Rest in peace. Method Man at 25, I'm not mad at. But I can already tell GZA is going to be excluded off of this list. And I can already tell Inspector Deck is going to be excluded off this list. And then probably Ghostface and Raekwon are obviously going to be somewhere in the top 20. I would make a case for GZA and Inspector Deck to be in the top 50 greatest rappers of all time. Easily for just their contributions to the Wu-Tang albums. With GZA, his solo, Liquid Swords, Beneath the Surface, and the Legend of the Liquid Swords. It's amazing, dog. Amazing. And then you got Inspector Deck, Uncontrollable Substance, the Number 9, and then his shit with Czarface, 7L, and Esoteric, bro. Come on, like, they still rapping at high levels. Well, I haven't heard anything from GZA lately, but it's Inspector Deck, bro, with the Czarface shit, these niggas is still going crazy, bro. So I feel like they deserve to be on the list. And that's something we got to look up to. We got to look up who's been excluded out of this list too. KRS-One, respect. I ain't gonna argue his placement. Curtis Blow, I haven't listened to Curtis Blow, but I know he was like the first big rapper. Like he was like the first superstar rapper. I respect that. At what point does skill play into it? You got Impact. Impact is big too. So like it's a multitude of things that you gotta take into consideration when you trying to rank this list. And I'm not saying it's easy. This shit is dumb hard, but it's a great conversation to have. But like, at what point does skill and impact, where do you know what I'm saying? Where do they meet? Like, we gonna say Curtis Blow can out rap E40. We're gonna say Curtis Blow can out rap Jadakiss. We're gonna say Curtis Blow can out rap nigga anybody Big Pun, anybody previous is insane. He's higher than KRS-One. I feel like he should be on the list. Impact alone, he should be on the list somewhere in the 40s though, like high 40s, like 47 or some shit like that. Better than Run DMC. Is you crazy? All right, now we had Ghostface Killah. Ghostface Killah is top 15. He should not be 22. Ghostface Killah, his contributions alone from the Wu-Tang, fucking Supreme Clientele, Iron Man, Fish Scales. He's still giving out great verse. He gave Kendrick a great verse on Purple Hearts. Like, what are we saying, bro? DMX. I'm not gonna argue DMX's placement at all. DMX is one of a kind. I think DMX and Tupac might be in the same vein, but still kind of completely different, because DMX is just that nigga, bro. I'm not gonna argue it. I wouldn't have minded him being a spot higher, maybe at 20, just to round off a nice 20. Rounding it off with DMX would have been cool, but you know, it is what it is. All right, so who we putting? Okay, now we got Big Daddy Kane. Respect. I'm not mad at that. I felt like in a top 20, Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, and KRS-One all have to be in that top 20. So I feel like KRS should be in that top 20, along with Big Daddy Kane. At they time, they was like the and Slick Rick too. They was like the Biggie, Jay-Z, and Nas. Like, they were the, you know what I'm saying? They were the guys at the time. So yeah, so I think Big Daddy Kane and I think KRS-One should be in the top 20. And Rakim. All right, okay. Now we got Missy Elliott. I love it. I'm not mad. Love it. I ain't mad. That's the home team. I ain't mad at that at all. Let's go, Missy. Should have been top 10 for real, for real. We got Ice Cube. Ice Cube definitely is a top 20. You know, maybe a top 15, top 20. NWA shit, Predator, Death Certificate, Lethal Injection. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. I fuck with Ice Cube. Glad he's in the top 20. Now the placement, I can't really say, but because I don't know everything that's coming before or after. But I feel like that should be sound like a good spot. Then we got 50 Cent at 17. 50 Cent is a top 20 rapper, but I feel like he would be 20, and then DMX would be 19, and then you got 18 other rappers that can move into a position like that. Me personally, that's how I would round out my top 20. I would start my 20 at 50 Cent and then DMX. That's probably 50 Cent would be 20, and then DMX would be 19. I'm not gonna say 50 is better than DMX. I mean, it's flip flop. I feel like bar wise, I feel like DMX could be better, but like prime 50, like that Power the Dollar, Guess Who's Back, like how he was spitting back then. You could do 50 or DMX for 2019 and all that. I wouldn't be mad at that. But 50 is for sure in my top 20. Okay, now we got Scarface, we got Brad Jordan. I personally might put him top 10. But top 20 for sure. Not gonna argue with it. It's you know what I'm saying, it's cool. I respect it. We got Cole at 15. Not mad at Cole being 15. I'm hard on Cole, man. I always been a harsh critic, but I always like love Cole, man. But I still feel like Cole still ain't dropped his best project yet. His albums are good. Like, I love For Your Eyes Only. I love Born Sinner. I think 2014 is cool. I fuck with 2014. It's cool. There's some really, like, the really good songs on 2014 are like in my top 10 top 5 J. Cole songs. Like 03 Adolescence, like shit like that, January 28th, like them shits hit hard. So Cole at 15 is actually perfect for me. Now that I'm thinking about it for real, Cole at 15 is perfect for me, because I still feel like he ain't had that slam ball, bro. Okay, now we got LL Cool J. LL Cool J being that much higher than Run DMC. Well, he is. I don't know. LL is higher than Run DMC. He is that much better, because he done had hits in like different eras, like from the 80s to the what My Radio or whatever the fuck that shit was. That era of his shit. Then the I Need Love. Then the doing it. Well, then to the Head Sprungs, to the Love You Better. Is like he done did his shit, bro. Top 20, I can't really vouch for, but on the list in general, I respect it for sure on the list, and for sure, he probably is top 20. I would put him. He would be like, for me personally, like, just off of respect and like kind of just understanding his role in hip hop, it would be like top 25 for me. Okay, Rakim at 13. Not mad at it. Shout out to the God MC. I'm not mad at it. 3K. Let's talk about it. 3K being at 12. I'm for sure not mad at it. I can see him being out of people's top 10 because of his lack of a real solo album. You know, he had the Speaker Box and the Love Below, but his lack of like a you know what I'm saying, like how Big Boy did his thing, like his lack of a Sir Lucius Left Foot is kind of matters, but you can't forget about what he did with Outkast, bro. Like, you can't forget ATLians. You can't forget Southern Playalistic Cadillac Music. You can't forget Aquemini. You can't forget Stankonia, even Outer Wild House, some joints on it, bro. Like, you can't and he is, for me, him, Jay-Z and J. Cole are like top tier feature artists, bro. Like, always snapping on everything. So I can see him being top 10, and I can see him being at 12, just based off of just how critical you are of him not having his own solo work. You feel me? Then we got Kanye. I'm not mad at Kanye. So I had a case for Kanye being in the top 5. Just his contributions with his bodies of work, like from The College Dropout, Late Registration, Graduation, 808s and Heartbreak, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, Yeezus, The Life of Pablo. I think Ye came next. Donda, like the Jesus is King. He probably has the best catalog in the history of, because he doesn't really have, if you really go back and listen to this shit, bro, he really don't gotta miss. Like, he doesn't have I feel like he doesn't have a bad album. I'm not gonna say all, a lot of other rappers, of our favorite rappers, have bad albums. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Ye really had a bad album. So that's why I would put him in my top 5 or top 5, top 6. But I think what kicks him out of it, what can keep him out of a top 10, is his lack of a pen, or him actually using ghostwriters and you know, having people write his verses for him and stuff. That can put you out. Like, if Ye's verses were Ye's verses, he wrote and rapped them, he's top 5. But being the fact that, and this admittedly, and being the fact that I respect it. See, I would still put him in my top 5, top 6, just because I respect the fact that it's just if we judging it based off of the music solely, what's being said, you know what I'm saying? It's just great. Like, come on, son. Like his music matters, bro. So we saw the Super Bowl. You know, we don't get all of the lights without Kanye. Nicki running out the top 10. I'm not mad at it. Nicki Minaj is on the Mount Rushmore to 2010s. So her being in the top 20 it makes sense, and her being top 10 for sure makes sense. You know, if you're on that Mount Rushmore, we already seen J. Cole, so that that lets you know Kendrick and Drake coming up. Nicki Minaj at 10, I ain't mad at. Makes perfect sense. Snoop Dogg being at 9, I'm not mad at either. Personally, for me, he's like 14, 15 range. You know, just as him and LL Cool J are probably like the biggest artists, the biggest personalities that come out of rap. Just huge figures worldwide. So that alone puts him top 20. Then when we talking about music, I know Doggy Style. I fuck with Doggy Style a lot too, but I'm still upset that it's not on Apple. You know, I use Apple Music, so I'm tight that it's not up there. But can't say I've heard the Dogfather or anything like that. But I'm getting the Snoop Dogg, man. Slowly but surely, I'm gonna listen to like all of these artists, bro. Like I'm trying to just go alphabetical order, and like I think now, who am I at now? I'm at like, I listen to everything, bro. So I'm at like Billie Eilish right now, son. So I'm trying to get through it. But so when I get to Snoop, I can assess him properly. But him being top 10, I'm not mad at. You know, you gotta respect his influence and his impact, and you know what I'm saying. So next up we got Drake. So personally, I'm not a Drake person, so Drake wouldn't be in my favorites. But if I had an objective top 20, he for sure would be in the top 20. But him being on this list, I can understand why people rank him in the top 10. Just his contract, bro. Like, come on, dog. The nigga, you know what I'm saying? He's everywhere, bro. So one of the biggest artists that we have out right now. So I can understand why. And he makes good music. I'm getting the Drake too on my listening. I ain't get to the Drakes yet. But yeah, I respect it. I'm not mad at it. I'm not gonna sit here and say he's not. I ain't gonna argue with somebody because it's kind of hard to not argue with it. You know, you got the ghostwriting things. But if you ask me personally, like I say, that shit don't. It matters when it's like these dudes are song people. Like they create songs, so you can't really, you know what I'm saying? I know the niggas. Man, I don't know. I'm not one way or the other when it comes with. I understand it, and then I'm like, it ain't even that deep. But for some shit, it is that deep. If you talking like crazy street shit, like it's like, come on, you gotta. It's just in general, you should write your own raps. I feel like, but you niggas don't. I don't know. I honestly, God, don't know how to feel about it. But look, long story short, Drake at 8. I ain't mad at, man. All right, then Wayne at 7. I personally got Wayne in the top 5. But I can see why he's not in the top, why he's not in their top 5. I just feel like Wayne doesn't have this might sound crazy. He just doesn't have the albums, bro. He just doesn't have the albums. The best version of Wayne is mixtape Wayne. For me personally, I think. You know, I love the Carter 2. I love the Carter 1. Carter 3 is cool. Carter 4 is cool. I probably stopped listening to a lot of Wayne after Sorry for the Wait or something like that, or whichever, either Carter 4 or Sorry for the Wait, whichever came second. That's kind of when I tapped out. But you know, eventually I'm gonna go back and listen to, you know what I'm saying, what I missed out on. I just didn't. His voice just changed a lot, and the way he rhymed was very annoying and still annoying. Don't get me wrong, he's still a good feature. Like the God Did track was a good feature. He did something for Jid too. Like he's still a good feature, but I don't know, man. It's something missing out of it for me. I don't know. But so yeah, I don't think he has the bodies of work. That's why I will put Kanye over Lil Wayne. You know, Lil Wayne for sure can out-rap him, but he can't make a better project than him, and he hasn't made a better project than him. So, you know, even though he gave away his Grammy to him, which he should have won, because for that year, that was like an MVP year for Wayne, so he definitely should have won. But him having a better album, I don't know. We can't. Well, I think the Car 3 might. Nah, I don't know. But Lil Wayne at 7. Long story short, I ain't mad at it. Then we got Big at 6. So this goes back to the same thing with that I felt with, and no Big L on the list is kind of crazy too. Cause I know Big L is not in these motherfuckers top. It's not in Billboard's top 5. No Big L is actually insane, crazy. If you're gonna have if you're gonna have Big Pun, you gotta have Big L up there. That's crazy not to have Big L. But the same thing, like when does longevity? So that means, listen. So what I'm thinking the top 5, I think I already know the top 5. I think is Nas. I don't know the order. I know it's Nas. I think Nas is in it. Nas, Jay-Z. It's like the safest one. Nas, Jay-Z, Tupac, Kendrick, and Eminem. That's probably gonna round out the top 5. But at what point? Alright, so editing the video, my points on Biggie kind of got cut off. But to wrap them up, I don't have an issue with Biggie being in the top 10. I feel like A+ lyricist, A+ flow, A+ impact. And for the catalog that he has, the 2 albums that he have are amazing. But the only thing is, like it's always going to be, which isn't his fault, it's just the longevity. So I have an issue like putting him above certain artists that's been doing it for 20, 30 years when he had, realistically, from the first album to the second album was about 3 years, and he passed away before the second album came. But him being in the top 10, I'm not mad at. There's no Raekwon on this list. Oh my God. There's no Raekwon on this list? Oh no, that is crazy. No Raekwon is crazy. Unless I'm bugging, unless they got him in the top 5 and they missing one of them niggas that I just named. No Raekwon is crazy, bro. No Prodigy. Oh my God. These niggas ain't even put P up there. These niggas ain't got Rocky. On the hip hop list, nigga. On the hip hop list. Niggas ain't got Freddie on the hip hop list. I would have thought niggas ain't got AZ on the hip hop list. No AZ on the hip hop list is crazy. I knew Benny, Conway, and Westside Gun won't gonna make it, even though if we being for real, you know what I'm saying? That is insane. No Cam on the hip hop list is crazy. Listen, no Earl and no Tyler in a top 50. It's kind of crazy, bro. It's kind of crazy. For me personally, it's kind of crazy, bro. Not more so. No Tyler was crazy. No, even though, and the only reason I say that on a Billboard type of list because Tyler's a bigger artist. But we talking rap. If we talking rap, nigga, this is a hip hop list, nigga. We talking hip hop, man. How you not gonna put? Man? Come on. No Fab, bro. No Fab is crazy. No Game is crazy. In the top 50, that nigga's top 20 for real. If we being honest. That is crazy, bro. I see why Ja Rule ass was mad, nigga. Niggas done left Ja Rule off. Niggas done left Nelly off this motherfucking list. In the top 50, bro, hear me out. In a top 50, bro. I feel like Joey Badass should be in there, bro. 10 years in the game, no bad projects, man. What the fuck, son? No Cudi? In the top 50, no Cudi, bro. Niggas gonna think I'm bugged out, bro. My nigga Banks, bro. Banks is top 10, bro, for me personally. And even just being objectively, bro, like, he's in the top 50 lists. That's off top, bro. He's a platinum selling artist mixtape crazy, bars crazy, Hunger for More 2, Rotten Apple, both Cody's, nigga. Like, just listen to the music, bro. That's it, bro. Listen to the music, man. Niggas be on that bullshit. No Styles P is crazy. No Lupe is crazy. These niggas don't got Mac Miller. That's crazy. That is crazy, bro. My nigga Mace couldn't even get a look in the top 50 for what he did. But his contributions, no Doom, no Eazy-E in the top 50. No Talib Kweli is crazy, bruh. Alright, so now we got Eminem. Eminem at 5. I'm not mad. Personally, for me, M kind of pushed himself out of the top 5 with like just the second half of his career just not being the same with his, you know what I'm saying, with his on par with the first half of his career. That kind of pushed him to like maybe like a 8 or a 9 or somewhere in that range for me. But Infinite, Slim Shady LP, Slim Shady EP, Marshall Mathers LP, the Eminem Show, that's top tier. That's hip hop. That's hip hop right there. And be perfectly honest, it's between, if somebody was to like, what is a song that represents like what hip hop is, what hip hop can be? For me, it's either Juicy by Biggie or Stand by Eminem. And I know those are two totally different songs, but they both represent what hip hop is. One represents like just both of them represent the struggle, but it's this getting up out of it and seeing your way out of it, Juicy, and then it's you still kind of in it. It's not even saying the context of the song, but just the feeling of the song. It's more somber, but that's what hip hop can be. Hip hop can be both things. So Eminem being at 5, I ain't really mad at it. For me personally, it'd be somewhere like 8 or 9. So now we got Tupac. I can't put Tupac in the top 5. And Tupac is my second favorite rapper. He used to be my first till I actually came to a realization it's really Nas, because it's just Nas. But Pac has one of my favorite albums of all time, which is Me Against the World. But it's still also that thing where, so I personally respect Pac being higher than Biggie, and I'm low key surprised they did that, because a lot of people don't do that. But I respect it. I just think Tupac's contributions to music were just that much better. You know what I'm saying? Just not even kind of not by a super lot, but by enough to where it's kind of clear for me. You know what I'm saying? Like just as a personality in hip hop or just in society, like Pac is like important. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that Biggie isn't, but outside of the music, what are you connecting to with Biggie? And I know we're talking about specifically music in here, but it's kind of hard to like it's kind of difficult to separate the two. So I know that I can. I'm honest that I can't. So that's why I always will put Tupac ahead of Biggie. But I can't put Tupac in the top 5 for me, just because, like I say, the longevity thing matters. His run was longer than Biggie's. His run was longer than Pun's, Big L's, and all of those other guys. And I respect that. So the longevity thing isn't a real issue, but the artists that I put above him do have longevity over him, but they also have more good albums too. Because I feel like if I'm being like, Pac's catalog is solid. I think Me Against the World is top tier. I think the Machiavelli album is really good. I think All Eyes on Me is good, But I think All Eyes on Me has like, if you would have just cut some tracks off and kind of slim it down instead of making it a double album and like make it cold and concise, it might be in contender for like greatest album of all time. And people still kind of put it up there, but I feel like it's a lot of throwaway tracks off of that album. But and then his first two albums, solid projects. Strictly for My Niggas and Tupac List Now, both solid albums. But I'm not gonna say he has a better catalog than Scarface. He ain't got, of course, he ain't got one better than Kendrick. Of course, he ain't got one better than Jay. Of course, he ain't got one better than Nas. You know, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I ain't gonna try to throw too many names at him because I don't wanna. I gotta actually. Those are the names that I know for sure that I will put above, and Kanye, that I will put above Tupac. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I can understand him being at number 4 for them. So then we got Esco at 3. I don't like it. I ain't gonna lie. I knew it was gonna be like Nas, Kendrick, Jay-Z. That was how it was gonna be. It was gonna be somewhere those guys were gonna be in the mix. Didn't know the exact number. And with Nas being at 3, I just this is one that I just don't really understand. I don't really understand this one. Like, what more does Nas have to do to be considered the unanimous GOAT, bro? Like what more does the nigga gotta do? Like, the nigga, he just dropped what, 4 albums in 3 years? Or 3, what was it? He dropped 4 albums in 3 years, bro. King's Disease, all 3 of the King's Disease and Magic, 4 albums in 3 years, and working on a 5th. And they're all good albums, great albums at that. Grammy award winning albums at that. When the last time Hove ain't dropped since 2017. Hove ain't dropped since 2017, bro. And Kendrick just don't got the longevity over him. So what do either one of them? You can say Kendrick has a better percentage because I think Kendrick is 100% from the field. Nas got some misses, Hove got some misses. But what they have over Kendrick is, and all 3 of them are top tier lyricists in their own right. So you can't they're all A+ at what they do, period. Like, so it's no saying, oh, he's a better rapper. Flows, we can argue flows, but flows really for me depends on the beat. So you can't, I don't know. But we talking discography, like, he just has more good. I mean, he just has more great projects. He just has more great projects than Jay-Z and Kendrick. To me, he just has more great projects. You know what I'm saying? Who's doing? I think Kendrick's on his 4th album right now. He dropped 4 albums in 3 years, bro. Kendrick dropped 4 in his career. You understand what I'm saying? I think it was 4, right? Section 80, Good Kid, Mad City, To Pimp a Butterfly. Well, we at 5 now, unless you're not counting Section 80. But if you is, he dropped. Come on, bro. And Nas is working on his fifth album on King's Disease, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? So what the hell, bro? What more does he got to do, man? So Kendrick at 2, and then Jay-Z at 1. I mean, I get it, man. I feel like for me it would be Nas, Jay-Z, Kendrick. And I think if Kendrick continues to make music, which I kind of doubt he will, for real. But if he continues to make music, he can eclipse both of them, because not having any misses matters, and the quality of the music. I think Kendrick's music quality is better than both of theirs. Period. Jay-Z, it took Jay-Z 20-something years to make a 444. You know what I'm saying? So it's I don't know. So, but I feel like if Kendrick keeps making music, he can eclipse both of them and become the number 1 for me. Objectively, Nas will still always be my favorite, but it's kind of, I'm not mad at the list, man. Shout out to Billboard for their list, for having the balls to do this list. You know what I'm saying? Keeping the great hip hop debate going. I love it. This was fun. But yeah, I think that's all I got, man. Peace.